and just recently back to a new Kingdom Hearts chill stream. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And yeah, I have just been doing a little bit of grinding here and there. Just been doing a little bit of grinding off screen. And yeah, I made it to level 47. So yeah, we are now heading to the Keyblade Graveyard. The Keyblade Graveyard. It is now time that we head to the Keyblade Graveyard. Ah yes, the Keyblade Graveyard. just blowing into my straw. My McDonald's straw from... Yeah, I had some McDonald's. I always love getting the $5 meal from there. Yeah, I always like getting the $5 meal from there. McChicken. I love their chicken. Well, obviously chicken nuggets, of course. That's my all-time favorite kind of chicken. Is chicken nuggets. That's my all-time favorite chicken. Is chicken or McDonald's chicken. I prefer it over KFC. I prefer it over any other chicken. And yes, I've done this before. But if I had to choose between, if I had to choose between having, if I had to choose between getting, McDonald's chicken or Mexican chicken, I would go for McDonald's. I'm sorry. But yeah, I am a chicken McDonald's lover. I am a lover on McDonald's chicken. I've been having their chicken since I was little. And when I was getting a haircut, which I finally have gotten a haircut ever since before my surgery in February. So at least January was when I last got my haircut until today as well. Yes, I got my haircut today as well. Yeah, my last haircut was at least since January of this year, because it was before my surgery. My brain surgery I had back in February. At least. Yeah, it was definitely, because I haven't gotten a haircut until now. Since after my brain surgery. You know, just needing to be careful with that spot where they had to go into. Since it was a laser brain surgery. Oh yeah, and as of when I am, of course, saying this, and this is live as well. It just depends if you're watching this later on, though. Like, not the day this is out, but it would mark February, March, April. 3 months since the surgery happened. Yeah, this would be Mother's Day of when this is live. Again, you may be watching this later on, right? Just later on. Some of y'all may be watching it now when it is, you know, live. And y'all are in the chat as well. Which is crazy that it's already here, though. It's already here. Hard to believe that. Hard to already believe that that's already here of this year. Like, this year's got to slow down. 2025 has to slow down. It really does. 2025's having to slow down a bit. Slow down a notch, please. Please slow down a notch. I mean, before you know it, we're going to be in summer, right? We're literally not that far from being in summer. So yeah, this year has to slow down a bit. This year literally is going to have to slow down an inch. Because it still literally feels like we just started a new year. And now we are, before you know it, we are going to be going into summer. Like, when did that happen? Right? Didn't we just celebrate New Year's Day of 2025 though? Didn't we just do that? Didn't we? It feels like we just had it, and now, yeah. Before you know it, it's going to be summer. If you blink the wrong way, it's going to be summer of 2025. It's just crazy. It's just crazy to think that. Would this be able to do the final finishing blow? We're going to do it a little bit more just to see, because you never know. Let's see now. Let's see if this will do the finishing blow. Yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. Bam! We did it. Always loved that moment. Now we got glide. Get the map of the Badlands. Doing good today. Hopefully all of y'all are as well. Don't Goofy getting in my way. I'm trying to get to the safe point. We have the deaths of the Guardians of Light. Literally them getting taken out. Like, taken out one by one. Which, I can't remember who made a theory about. Or there's a theory going around. Like, what if, you know, the Guardian, that saying that we just saw with the Guardians of Light literally getting taken out one by one. Like, maybe that actually was supposed to, you know, legit happen. Because, you know, Sora went back and, you know, used the power of waking to save everybody. You know, changed the timeline. So, maybe the Guardians of Light were actually supposed to lose. And that the Seeker of Darknesses, 13 Seekers of Darkness, were supposed to win. That's what I've seen. Seen a theory of Again, I swear I've heard it not too long ago. It really wasn't that long ago. Somebody mentioned that. I I probably wouldn't say a theory, to be honest. Now thinking about it, I probably wouldn't say a theory. But yeah, somebody mentioned that. Like, what if that's the case? Because Sora. The whole reason Sora's in Quadratum is because he overused and used the power of waking wrong, right? So now he's in the afterlife, being Quadratum. So that would be kind of interesting, though, if you think about it. And also the person, I cannot remember who said it, but they did mention what if the other characters start disappearing like Sora? Like Sora's not the only one to disappear. What if the other Guardians were to disappear too? I feel like it might be the Prodigy. I think that's his name, which is a guy I do watch. He's a really good Kingdom Hearts curator. But I'm pretty sure he mentioned that not too long ago. Like, again, what if the other Guardians end up vanishing like Sora? Since, pretty much Sora changing the timeline where everybody is saved, even though, what if that was actually not supposed to be what actually is supposed to happen? What if everybody was supposed to be, demolished? Like it happened the first time until Sora rewrote it. That would be kind of crazy to think, though. And kind of dark as well, if you think about it, too. Kind of dark, too. Seeing everybody just, getting literally killed, as we saw in the cutscene, until Sora brought him back with the power of waking, though. When they all got demolished by the Seekers of Darkness. Or by Terranort, really. Yeah, really it was just by Terranort is of how they got demolished there, but still. Him getting bodied. Yeah, them just getting absolute bodied in that cutscene. And of course, Sora, Sora just breaking down as well. Just seeing all of his friends getting all taken out. Like, yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. I'm just cleaning my glasses. But yeah, that would be pretty crazy. We're almost there to the amount that we need. We just about got the amount that we need. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost got it. There we go. Keep thinking that there's a cutscene here you can actually skip. I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. There you go. Alright, now it's time to restore all the udders. Time to go and restore all the udders. with the power of waking, where Sora's downfall begins. Sora's downfall begins before he's having to pay the price. And this normally would be where my grinding spot would be, to level 99. But we're just going to continue forth. We are just going to continue from here. Because this, again, is the spot where I would get to level 99. Just from the infinite spawning Heartlesses. But we're just going to keep on going here. May get a little bit of Heartlesses here. I would especially go right here and just start creaming all of these Heartlesses here. Yeah, I'll just start creaming all of these Heartlesses here, but like I said, we'll just continue. We'll just continue here. This part is just so cool though. I really do love this part. Now we have the Caribbean and Aqua's heart. There you go. Aqua. See, hang on, let me just look. Yeah, I didn't think so. Thought it said something. And I know you can go to each one in any order, except of course the San Francisco, which is always the last one to show. There's Goofy. Yeah, besides that, I don't think it really matters which one you do first. That was pretty good. That thunder there. Monsters Inc. Donald. There we go. Again, we're only level 49 as well. We're doing really good for level 49. Toy Story. There you go. That's Van's heart rescued. Mickey. Boom. There's San Francisco. With Lee. Boom, there we go. We got the last upgrade to Arrow. Araga. Is that how it's supposed to be said? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. There we go. Everybody freed. And again, this is the cutscene here is, of course, how it looks like it would play the same, of course, but stuff would change since, you know, Sora changed the timeline. So pretty much he changed the future. Or he changed the future. So of course all the heroes of light, the Guardians of Light, don't get demolished. Instead, they stay alive because Lingering Will came to free them. And again, Remind pretty much explains it really good as well. Remind does explain it. And we're coming up to another really good part that I love as well. Just slice through all these Heartless. All these Heartlesses and nobodies, though. There you go. Now we got this part here, which again, I really do like this part. So cool. Using the different keyblades. Yeah, just saying all the different Keyblade wielders' names. Like, this is just such a really cool idea. Whoever came up with this at Square Enix. This part is just absolutely incredible. I absolutely love this part. And you can just see a whole list of names from past Keyblade wielders. Ancient Keyblade wielders. Most likely back from Union Cross to, you know, a lot of the mobile games. Going back to those times. Because, you know, the mobile games like Union Cross, Dark Road, and also going to be Missing Link are pretty much before the actual events of Kingdom Hearts, and of course Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, since Birth by Sleep is before the first game, is the prequel before the first game. But again, going by the mobile games is obviously before Birth by Sleep and the rest of the Kingdom Hearts games too. Yeah, just spam that triangle button. Such a cool moment. Such an amazing moment there. And now we got Kiraga, the last upgrade to Cure. And now it is time. And we got the Starlight Keyblade. Now it is time that we go and fight the organization members. The Organization 13 members. It is now time that we go and fight. Y'all ready for this? Kiraga. Kiraga. Okay, everything is good here. We're going to go and help Riku first. Yeah, we'll go and help Riku out first. Here we come, Riku. Defeat Zigbar and Dark Riku. Get rid of Ansem first. And now we can properly start it. Boom! That's Replica Dark Riku defeated. Now we got Lushu, aka Zigbar, aka Breg, aka Man of Many Names. Bam! There we go. Alright, that's 2 defeated. let's see, we'll get out the Starlight Keyblade. I really do like this Keyblade. It's a really cool Keyblade. It's a really cool Keyblade. Yeah, this also has a second form kind of like thing here too. Alright, first to take out Luxord. Luxord. Bam! There we go. Luxord taken out. Oh yeah, this is so cool. Use this. Oh, Mickey's dead. But that's Larxene dead. So that's 4 down. About to base 5 down. Alright, that's 5 down. 5 organization members to the dust. They're getting taken out one by one, literally. Getting creamed here. They are getting creamed. Then we can go and help Kyrie and Lee, or Aqua or Ven, which we'll go do Aqua and Ven first. Yeah, we'll go and help Aqua and Ven first. Take out Terranort and take out Venatus. Alright, let's go. Alright, that's Terranort defeated. Alright, Venatus. Now it's just you and me. Alright, Venatus is now taken out. That is 7 members taken out now. Yes, we're going to be defeating Sion, but technically Seed's not going to count, so when we fight Isa, it's going to be 8. Because she'll be on our team. I'm only counting the ones that, you know, fade away when they get recompleted. Which, technically, it would also be, also, it would technically be 6, wouldn't it? Because if I'm doing that, then Terranort wouldn't count. Because Terranort is, you know, still technically Terra. Is Terra. So, yeah, wouldn't be doing it like that, I guess. So, yeah, it would be 6 then. Or, Isa would be 7. Not counting Terranort, since, you know, Terra's body doesn't perish. Because he gets brought back, and he gets back into his body. So yeah, I wouldn't count it like that. Only counting the ones that organization members that, you know, do disappear after fading away. So yeah, this would be 7. Isa would be 7. Now we got the Xehanorts. Young Xehanort, Ansem, Xemnas, and of course Master Xehanort. Of course, he's going to take Riku and Mickey away from us. More UZ. More UZ. Get over here, young Xehanort. Yeah, it's normally good to try to go ahead and take out young Xehanort first. Just because, you know, of his whip. But it really doesn't matter which one you take out, really. Which one you take out first. Alright, Xemnas defeated. Now we got Ansem and young Xehanort to take care of. Ansem defeated. And now we just got young Xehanort to deal with. There we go. So that would have been 8 and 9. Right? And 10, of course. And of course, Master Xehanort would be 11. Again, not counting Sion, not counting Terranort, aka, you know, Terra. Since their bodies don't perish. Which, no, it would be, no, it wouldn't be 11 then, because Master Xehanort technically does not perish. Right, technically he does not perish, so yeah, it wouldn't be. It would only be up to 10. These are easy to take out. These are very easy to take out. And now we got the armored versions of Xehanort to deal with. Let's go Xehanort. Alright, that's one phase of the armored one complete. Now we go underwater. This is actually not all that bad when you think about it. Actually fighting him underwater. It's not as bad as you would think. In the last phase of his armored form. Yeah, Xehanort isn't really all that bad of a fight, to be honest. For being the final boss of the game. Not counting the data members or data organization members or the other fights when it comes to Remind. But I mean like on the base game. Like the base game itself, not counting the DLC. Come on, let's got him. There we go. That's the armored Master Xehanort defeated. Now it's time for the last two phases to do with Master Xehanort. Boom, 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 boom. Meteor. Okay, now he's going to go into get Sora into the anti-form. Or the rage form. Just so we can attack Xehanort to be able to get the light Sora back. I mean, this is a pretty cool idea as well. Boom, 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 bam, boom, boom. Alright, defeated. Take that, Xehanort. And boom. We did it. A really good fight, I would say. Very quick as well. Letting y'all hear the Donald and Goofy getting called through the controller. And yeah, even though the audio is all the way muted from on the TV, you can still hear them from the controller. Take that, Xehanort. Whew. Excuse me. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention, yeah, I got the proof of promises now, because I got all of the lucky emblems. Yep, I got all 80 lucky emblems. I got every lucky emblem, so now we got the proof of promises, which means we can now go to the synthesis, or the Moogle. We can go to the Moogle and give it the proof of promises, which will give us the Oathkeeper Keyblade. And of course, for you to get the Oblivion Keyblade, for you to be able to get the Oblivion Keyblade, you need to beat the game in critical mode. Yeah, you need to, in order to get the proof for that. And yeah, before I even think about us going into Remind, you know, doing the DLC, Remind and data battles and Yazora and stuff, I am of course going to be getting up to level 99, getting to max level. We also got the battle gates as well. So I feel like you could just go to really any Moogle. So yeah, we'll just go to the... I normally just go to the Traverse Town one. Traverse Town. Twilight Town. Why do I keep saying Traverse Town when it's Twilight Town? Yeah, I normally just go to the one here. And there you go. Oathkeeper. We got the Oathkeeper Keyblade. Look at that. We're able to power up the Wheel of Fate Keyblade. And I'm going to put it on, of course. And we got some more abilities based from Remind. Donald and Goofy have all of their abilities. Look at that. We got Oathkeeper. Again, now we could just go to the battle gates. Or go to any of the different worlds. We'll head to San Francisco. Keyblade Hero 3. I like that. Keyblade Hero 3. Yeah, but yeah, we can, first of all, we can just go around and just annihilate the Heartless's hair. Right. That's pretty much what we're doing now. It's just, before we go to Remind, it's just going around and killing Heartlesses. Killing all of the Heartless. Going around in different areas, just taking out Heartlesses. You know, doing a normal grind. Or normal grind to level 99. You know how it would be when getting to level 99. And of course, Dundaga is definitely going to be my best friend in this. It's definitely going to be your best friend in this. Dundaga is definitely a really good friend when it comes to taking out loads of different... And of course, Dunzaga, or Dunzaza, I think that's what it's supposed to be, with the Z in it. This one too, though. Yeah, it's really going to be really good help. And of course, I'll be doing a lot of it, mostly off screen, of course. Probably the rest of it off screen, because it's going to be a lot of grinding. Yeah, it will be a lot of grinding, so I would just do the rest of it once we get up to 99. Because we now just reached level 50. Yeah, we now just reached level 50 with Sora. So yeah, it's going to take some bit to get to level 99. But yeah, I'm going to be making sure we'll be at level 99 before we start Remind. before we start. Remind, we'll be at level 99. We'll be at max level. Now, of course, that would also mean Donald and Goofy being max level as well. Hang on. Yeah, we needed to go this way. Right? One of these sides have more heartlesses. Yeah, here we go. Again, just going around different places. Taking out heartlesses and nobodies if there's any around. Just going around defeating heartlesses and nobodies. Oh yeah, we have days too. We got days which I will also go and do. I mean, they're not the worst things to do, but they can be kind of challenging, especially trying to figure out how many points you actually would need. But yeah, I'll at least do this one. Yeah, I will get the others off screen as well. These are pretty cool though, little challenges here. Which of course you will get a lucky emblem too. And each ones that you do, you get another ability thing as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, we failed there. I know I can do better than that. Honestly, you can do better than that. And again, you have to get a certain score on each of them. You will have to get a certain score. Yeah, you do have to get a certain score in order to actually beat it. But like I said, I can do better than that. With this one, you just got to make sure you don't touch the ground. And don't go into the mouth to their inside their mouths when they're all like that. Just make sure you don't go into their mouth. Yeah, just make sure you don't touch the ground and you're just still going to where you need to bounce on them. Again, not the worst thing. These aren't the worst things. They're a fun challenge though. They're a fun little thing, especially when you're trying to get the synthesis materials. When you're trying to get the synthesized materials. These are really cool to do. They kind of remind me a bit of the mushrooms. I don't know why. They kind of remind me of the mushrooms a bit. Like the organization mushrooms in Kingdom Hearts 2 at least. Where you're having to find each of these and, you know, get a certain score. Having to get a certain score on them. That's what it reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. Of course, these look more like ice cream, though. Right? They really do look more like ice cream than anything else, really. Again, just make sure you're going to land on the next one when you're skyfalling. Again, it's gonna go crazy. Dang it! I know that's not good enough either. It's like 25 something. The first two need to be 25, I'm pretty sure. No, we might have gotten it. Never mind. Right? Yeah. You know when you'll get it when he starts jumping like that. When he starts jumping like that, how he did, that's when you know you actually did it. You got it right. So yeah, we got it. It wasn't 25 something. For some reason I was thinking it was. But it wasn't. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Right, maybe I was just going crazy there. Maybe I was going crazy. You may have to let me know. I tend to go crazy sometimes. Which, I don't know. Scratch that. I don't know why I said sometimes. A lot of times. I tend to go crazy a lot of times. Yeah, what am I saying? I tend to go crazy a lot of times. Yeah, I tend to go crazy a lot of times. Not sometimes, but a lot of times. I tend to go absolutely crazy. Alright, that's level 51. Like I said, I will do days off screen. Like those things that we just did. You know, when what we were bouncing on. I will do the other of those challenges off screen because yeah, there's H1s in each of the worlds besides of course the world that never was. I mean, not the world that never was. The Keyblade Graveyard. So yeah, I am going to be doing them off screen. And of course I am going to be getting to level 99 before the next one. Which again, on the next one we will be start doing Remind. We will be doing the Remind DLC. Starting the Remind DLC. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you like and subscribe to the channel, make sure notifications turn on so you miss anything new. I'd like to know what y'all thought of this stream, and catch y'all next one.